How you
Hey,
doing,
how
man?
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I got some questions. So let's jump into this. Okay, Bust Down goes there and uses comedy to tackle some rather unique subject matter. There are definitely some moments that will have folks talking. Are y'all a little nervous about the reception this show may receive for those, y'all tackling these subjects?
Well, now we are. I don't think we were.
Wasn't really thinking about it until you came in here all serious whispering. What was that?
Nah, man. I think I don't think we're tackling anything that doesn't happen.
Mhm.
Just probably tackling things that people don't talk about on TV.
Mhm.
And so, I think our hopes is that it's refreshing and people are like, oh, conversations I have and in silly ways that I have them. And there's those ways that people can kind of connect to it.
And not for nothing, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Always Sunny, white people talk about these same topics. So this notion that we're these crazy, wild black people is ridiculous. That white people have been doing these same type of jokes for decades.
That is true. That's very true. That's very unique. Now, Jack, your character is very unique. You're the unique member of the crew.
Yep.
Can you quickly describe why he's the way he is in the show?
Jack is a psychopath, and I think he's like he's truly tapped into like what everybody is doing, and only goes off in his own adventures to find his own answers and equations. And I don't know. I think when I was playing him, there's a lot of weird black. I'm from Seattle, so there's like a lot of weird black kids I know, and I just wanted to kind of tap into that a little bit.
Awesome, awesome. Sam, I also loved your character on the show. What do you love most about doing this show?
I love getting to work with my friends and watch my friends shine and watch my friends like elevate and, just get better at stuff. Even as we were going through taping, it was just like watching people really settle into their characters and take over scenes. And like sometimes it's weird. Like I'm like a fan, even though I'm like standing and I'm supposed to be acting, I'll be watching like, look at Jack. He's good. You know what I mean? This is great. So yeah, for me, it was just being able to do something like that with my friends. And there were moments that just felt real. Like when Jack is defending me for cheating and it not being my baby. And he makes that point, and I'm like, yeah, it's like that's a real Sam Jack moment where I feel like that happens in life. I say something very wild, and Jack's like, no, Sam is correct. And I'm like, yeah, tell him. So I don't know. It just felt really cool to be able to do that.
That was actually one of my favorite moments in the show. Actually, I like that movie a lot. And finally, for the both of you, what's one thing you hope viewers walk away with after streaming this show?
A hurt stomach.
Yeah, just laughing and finding new ways to laugh. I think we introduced a whole bunch of different styles of jokes in this show, and so I'm really excited for people to find new ways to laugh on the show.
Awesome. Well, Jack, I'm pretty sure there's one moment that will have people really laughing.
What you talking about?
I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but it's a lot of lemonade or watermelon all over the place. So I'll just say that much. There's a lot of watermelon all over the place. In the words of Beyonce, how she broke it down, watermelon all over the place.
I'll say this: his journey was to protect his friend Sam. That was his journey, and it ended how it was supposed to end.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky would be very proud because he had that story about that. So he would be very proud of that. That's slipping, my time with you guys. So slipping all over the place. Thank you, man. I appreciate talking to you, man. I enjoyed the show, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm good. So I got some questions. So let's jump into this. Okay, y'all got Bust Down goes there. It tackles some subjects that are not normally tackled on a lot of sitcoms, but y'all use humor to express, to talk about it. Are you guys a little worried about how this show will be received by some people who may not catch the jokes, or maybe fall over their head a little bit?
I full on expect that, just because we live in a very reactionary time, and no matter how good something is, someone's gonna find a reason to not understand, or just like let's not try to like really get the joke, or just like be offended by some shit. So that's gonna happen. I'm assuming, but I hope that I hope more people see it in the way that we intended than the latter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think we're not unaware of the conversations we're having in this show. It's not like we were like, this is perfectly healthy discourse, and nobody will be offended. That said, we hope that people are laughing a lot more than they're clutching their pearls, I guess, if that's what people are doing at home.
A lot of people got pearls nowadays.
Yeah, it's society.
Yeah, I clutched my pearls a few times watching this show. I ain't gonna lie. Like, oh, okay. But that was funny. But I was like, oh shit, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Now, Chris, you seem a little more comfortable in this role. Is Bust Down a show you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, show with my friends is definitely all I've wanted to do. And I worked on a lot of shows gratefully, and it's all been great experiences for the most part, but nothing beats people who know you the best, you guys creating together and really being able to see your friends in that light. You know what I mean? Y'all all like from creating it to making it, like we've all worked on different stuff, but like we got to do it together, and that's just I'm glad I came across that. I'm like comfortable in it because it was. I was like the most excited to play this out of anything I've ever done, and I'm real proud of me and everybody else in this thing.
Awesome. Langston, your character gets picked on a lot.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Primarily for being, a little light skinned, and being a tad bit uppity. Is this something you actually experienced in life? Is that a problem you experience in your life?
Yeah, nigga, tell him.
No, it's not at all. I feel like I've only been embraced in every space that I walk in with these three, and we wrote these characters very much as a way of making fun of each other. It is spotting the weaknesses or sort of like the things that we can't stand in each other and then amplifying them as loud as possible. And so I am the nag in this group. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be, and I wish I wasn't, but that is the role that has been assigned to me. And we just made it as loud as we possibly could. And the same is true for everybody's character.
Yeah, but to be fair, we are all irresponsible, and he is the most responsible because he has a child. So,
and I wish they would let me care about my child, dog.
You can't see your baby until you do right by us.
They make me take care of them when I got a human baby. I got to keep alive. It's real wild.
Awesome. And finally, what's one thing you hope viewers take away after watching Bust Down?
I hope they take away the fact that there's a new show that's funny, man, and we can, we just need to laugh a little bit more, and like every hard conversation doesn't need to be, I don't know. I'm going even deeper than I really intend. I just want people to think it's funny, man, and want more and come back for more and quote stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. Memes, dog. I want memes. I want gifts. I want gifts, and I want presents. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
I think the same. I love gifts and memes and presents. I especially want people to feel like the things that they're laughing at can be enjoyed without turning it into like some sort of heavy lesson. Like, I don't think that this has to be a show where we walk away and like have these impossible conversations. It can truly just be a thing that we enjoyed and laughed at and move on and go laugh at some other stuff instead of like wanting to create, think pieces and in-depth articles about the complicated nuances of this thing. It's like, nah, come on, dog. We're doing silly stuff. Just let it be silly.
Right.
Awesome. Great answer. Okay, guys, that's my time. I enjoyed the show. It's a pleasure to talk to you, Chris. I've been a fan of you since Pop Star. He was amazing, man, that show. So it was a pleasure to talk to you guys today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, bro.